I knew they thought I was some kind of sympathy case. I knew that they knew that they were my only friends. I even thought that maybe they only checked for me because they'd known me for years, so it was a kind of habit, you know, to have Mackie around. What I didn't want to do was wear the welcome mat thin by rubbing them up the wrong way all the time. But shit, man, I just couldn't help myself, you know. A couple of weeks had passed since us lot had met up at Ozzy and Miss Argumentative's place. It's funny, because Ozzy phoned me the next day and told me he'd sussed me, and that, with my mouth. It wouldn't be long before Dalton realised I'd been doing the nasty with his woman, all over Dalton's house. What you've got to understand is that, although I was always ready to big up my chest and front out a bad situation, and carry on with all that bad boy talk, that's all it ever was. Talk. I was doing a stint as one of the DJs at Uptown's Night Spot. You know, one of those nightclubs in East London that's always full up of South Londoners and ain't anywhere near Uptown. So I tell the guys I can get their names on the door so they can get in free. And guess what? Freeness never fails. They all turn up, except for Phillip. But he's like that sometimes, so I thought nothing of it.
So, aren't you going to introduce yourself?
Mackie, DJ Big Mackie. I'm supposed to be playing the music here later on tonight. In fact, I'm the next DJ on.
Yeah, right. Aren't you going to ask me my name? It's Mariana, but everybody calls me Rihanna. What's that smell? Look, we've got to move. If we stay here any longer, we're going to go down with armpit fever.
I think he heard you, and I think we better move. Shit. Look, I've got to go. I'm up next. They're calling me. I'm only booked to do an hour, so if you like, I'll meet you in the bar upstairs. Yeah?
Alright.
Still annoyed about the other night?
When it comes to play part 2, now the Uptown Club crew. This is Daddy Mackie talking to you. Now Marcia, this one is specially for you. So hear the lyrics a crowd of people. Now this is Mackie story, how me end up in a mess. A wine old dance should be hell in darkness. In a dance party, a girl face look featureless. Man from the home, I may have to look twice and guess. Now listen to the story of a man distress. Me in a one dance in a total darkness. As them drop a lover's tune, I was full of braveness. Through the shadows, I man sight up the shape of her dress. As me touch Marcia's shoulder, she turned around and say yes. Now it was obvious that she was out to impress. With me red stripe, special brew and 2 Guinness. The time me done dance, Mackie drunk and legless. After me I live, my man could only say yes. Me notice Marcia was driving at a rate of progress. She drive past me yard, I was feeling powerless. Fixing me end up in her bed in a medium drunkenness. She stand up with her back to me and start for undress. Take off her blouse so she was braless. When she turned round she have enough hair on her chest. And her face remind me of the worst ugliness. The shock turned me sober without a trace of drowsiness. Me run way so fast, Merlin Natty couldn't test. And as that man I run away from Marcia place, me ball. Nice legs, shame about the face. Sing with me. Nice legs, shame about the face. Can't hear you. Nice legs, shame about the boat race. Yeah, second massive, second. You know, say that's joke we run, you know, with sisters, so nobody feel no way. Selector, pull up. I could give them a different rhythm.
okay looking though.
Mackie? Mackie? No. Maybe he's good looking from far, but he's far from good looking. Besides, you know, all them black guys wanted some little light-skinned black woman with long hair, even if it's shot bald. That's all they seem to go for, and that's probably why he went for you. Because he want a little piece of the red skin sin thing. On top of all of that, he's just dissed me big time on the microphone. He's out of bloody order.
What? Like you're out of bloody order? Telling me the only reason he asked me to dance, according to you, is because I'm a red skin sinting that he wants piece of?
And I don't see how you could think he was good looking, especially after you used to go out with that gorgeous fair skinned guy with the grey eyes. What's his name?
You mean Lloyd?
Yeah, that's right, Lloyd. Now he was good looking and fit muscles everywhere. I bet he could stay the distance. You just split up with him the other day, didn't you?
Marcia, that was about a year ago and you know it. And anyway, Lloyd was a one-off so far as I'm concerned. You know, I don't really care if a guy's red skin or dark anyhow. It's funny though, how you seem to criticise the guys who only go for fair-skinned straight hair girls. Seems to me you're just as bad as them. You ain't exactly fair-skinned, you know. You know what I'm saying, Marcia? Seems to me that all you've ever been able to cope with is one who's got something down there. So far as I'm concerned, my major turn on is if a guy's well read, but all that seems to turn you on if he's well read.
Well, if you reckon that guy's got anything on his mind apart from how he's going to get what he's got down there functioning as soon as possible, then you're going to be sadly disappointed. And what's more, if you ever let him get what he's got down there functioning, you're going to be double disappointed. Likes to call himself Big Mackie. But from what I've heard, Wimpy's a more accurate description, if you get my meaning.
Marcia, there you go with the same old dick thing again. A black man ain't just a dick on legs. I'm tired of hearing that shit.
Okay, fair enough. You might like him, but let's go back to the dick thing. See, so far I'm concerned a man's like a double-decker bus. You only start looking upstairs when you've already seen that downstairs is packed. All I'm saying is that I've heard that so far, as Mackie's concerned, there's plenty of room downstairs. Trust me.
Mackie seems a nice guy. That's what matters. Maybe one day you'll start getting your priorities straight.
So, you're trying to tell me that you'd go out with anyone, whether them ugly bad or not? Because if you are, then I don't believe you. All of the guys I've known you to go out with have been so good looking. Face of Denzel, body of Bruno, brain of a mastermind contestant. Shit, some of them even had voices like Luther. But if you go out with Mackie, whatever you got instead of your usual standard of guy, listen up and listen good, girl. I'll tell you what you've got. Someone with the face of a mastermind contestant, the brain of Bruno, the body of Luther, and the voice of Denzel. And I ain't talking Denzel Washington, I'm talking about our cousin Deptford Denzel.
You know, it took a good second or two for the penny to drop. A good second or two. And then, tring, the penny drops. In fact, crang, a whole bloody cash register drops. And I'm thinking to myself, our cousin, did she really say our cousin?
No, Marcia, I ain't saying that I'd go out with anyone whether they're ugly, bad or not. All I'm saying is that, so far, you're concerned ugly, bad is the same thing as dark, and that you seem to think that good looking is same as fair skin. For crying out loud, Marcia, years ago white people were telling us that our thick lips, large behinds, curly hair, dark skin were ugly. Now they go on holiday every year looking a suntan, the darker the better. They perm their hair to get it more curly, and some of them even spending thousands of pounds on surgery to have any little fat they may have in their asses sucked out and put into their lips.
But that Mackie, he's so ugly that when he was born the midwife probably smacked the afterbirth. In fact, most people I know use dark and lovely hair products But I swear the whole of Mackie's family uses dark and ugly. I remember when I went to his brother's 21st party. It ain't just him, his whole family's ugly. Trust me, it was like being at an ugly people convention. And he's so black and stupid that...
Seriously, Marcia, you're either trying your best to act stupid or you're doing it without trying. We've been told for years that black's ugly and that anything and everything black is bad. Until it looked like some of us actually start to believe it. And seeing as you've mentioned our cousin Deptford Denzel, your favourite cousin, who's more than light skin or the dark side may I add, what would you say if you heard two women talking about him and saying that he's too dark to be good looking? Because he's one guy who's definitely, and I say this even though he's our cousin, he's definitely good looking.
So there was no doubt, was there? This beautiful, gorgeous, slim, sexy, voluptuous, irresistible sister, this oh so conscious, this thinking sister, was quite unbelievably a fully paid up member of the half-idiot family.
And what's more, Marcia, if you think Mackie's stupid because you seem to think that stupid and black go together, then think again. Because I've seen him at college in the evenings, although we're in different classes, and I asked one of my friends what he's like during lectures. She reckons he's really intelligent. He's almost finished his access course, so he'll be starting his degree come October.
What? Mackie doing a degree? You're joking. I've known Mackie since school days and he was always being suspended or expelled or something, just like the rest of them boys were. A degree? Mackie? Don't mean shit anyway. What you're on? You some kind of politician or something? Look, it's quite simple really. First, I just don't like Mackie, right? And secondly, I can't help it. Dark-skinned guys just ain't my type. No, Mum. No, no, no! Tell me it's not true, please! Please, no!
Marcia?
What's up?
Are they sure it's Phillip? Which hospital is he in?
What's up, Marcia?
It's Phillip! He's been beaten up by a gang of white boys. I need to get to the hospital, quick!
I'll give you a lift.
No, I'll take her in my car. You can follow me though if you're gonna come.